Academic Officer. The academic officer's job is to ensure students are represented in their degrees and that they get the most out of their education from admission to graduation. This means they're responsible for championing academic issues across the university, advocating for students' interests in academic departments, and improving learning opportunities for students. Hello, I am Millie and I'm here with Isaac. Just to start at the start of your manifesto, about your idea for a 50-word minimum for written feedback for coursework.
Yep.
Would you seek to improve how long the marking takes to ensure students are receiving their results within 25 working days? And do you think implementing this policy would further exacerbate this current issue?
Yeah, so I think with the timeliness of exam feedback, I've spoken to the students in the econ department and a couple across English Lit and some of the STEM subjects, and I feel like the sentiment that I've heard is mainly about the quality of the feedback. If it meant that the 25-day working day even was extended to 30 days with the 50-word minimum, I feel like that would be a better approach. I feel like students need effective feedback in order to grow and be better as students, and being super timely is important when planning for semesters ahead. However, I think students that I've spoken to especially, and I hope the majority agree, they would prefer better feedback.
Thank you. You talk about York hasn't updated their AI policy in 2 years. I know from the English department that there has been a recent change to that policy.
Yep.
Does this mean you're proposing to have one unified policy?
Yeah, so my manifesto is regarding the permissible use guidelines that the university has released, and they haven't been updated since November 2023. Currently, the university, I understand their position in that they want departments to have flexibility. However, the lack of consistency is really confusing. And I think a unified messaging from the university about what they expect AI to be used for and what it should not be used for can be greater clarified, and we can actually use AI far better. The technology has changed a lot in the last 2 years. It used to not be able to write your answer, it now can. Research can be greatly increased in efficiency using AI. We've got these products from Microsoft, Cloud, and Google. All of them are about increasing the efficiency of research, and the university hasn't provided the means to teach people and make them become AI literate, which is what Russell Groups wish to intend students to be.
Thank you. In both parts of your manifesto, you talk about your digital policy and food in terms of opening things and the implementation of mobile hotspots for those suffering from internet poverty. In your vision, only a couple of days ago, it says the university recently announced 15 million more in cuts after a series of previous voluntary redundancies, and there's currently a lot of funding issues. So how would you fund these policies?
Yeah, so that policy is regarding those facing severe digital poverty, and you may not know there's 1.7 million homes in the UK without internet. Mobile hotspot devices, I've seen them myself, you can buy them for 30 quid. Plans for about a month when people would be going home, £10, £15. And I think £50 for the students that really need them, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's going to impact a majority of students. It's going to be a couple of hundred. Obviously, we're going to have to do some more analysis and see how feasible it is, but I genuinely think we can get something in place to increase the support for those most in need.
Great, thank you. With our last 30 or so seconds, you mentioned the last section of your manifesto about advocating. So what is your previous experience? Because you talk about maintaining an open door policy. So how are you using that, and has that been successful in the past?
Yeah, so I come from a different angle than other candidates in that I don't have experience on committees and reps. I've been a house captain and prefects in my previous education. However, I want new voices inside of the committees and rep teams. It often feels like these students don't feel represented because they become very sheltered in their communities, and we need to reach out to more students. So that open door policy.
Thank you so
really
much.
helps.
Apology, we run out of time. Next
fine.
up, the exit interview. Thank you.